If you're ready to build a life that's beautiful, intentional, and unapologetically yours, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Pretty in Purpose with your host, me and Anel. Let's get right into it, where we meet every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. We will be talking about how to prioritize self-care while chasing your goals. Y'all, I know that a lot of times we can get caught up in the chase. We can get caught up in trying to achieve our goals and just being like being tuned in and just focusing solely on our goal and not tuning in with ourselves and finding out what we need and like checking in with ourselves. I feel like a lot of first generation people too, a lot of times Gen Z, we are so focused on reaching that end goal that we don't even like realize that we could be on the edge of burnout or burning ourselves out by doing that. And I can tell you, y'all, I have been firsthand at being burnt out, y'all. I was running a business, working school, taking care of my family, just doing a lot and not checking in with myself. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing a lot and not checking in with what I needed, and what I needed to put first was myself. And I wasn't doing that because I was caught up in the chase and wanted to do better for myself and just, wanted to reach my goal. But I feel like I did not do so in a healthy way. And there are so many ways to healthily get to your goal. It is healthy to have goals, to set goals, to chase those goals, but being burnt out will never be a badge of honor. Whoever works the hardest, whoever works like until they can't work anymore, that's unhealthy, one. And two, you don't get like cool points, you don't get like extra points, whatever the case is, for doing all that and then getting burnt out. You have to take the right steps to get to your goal, or just take baby steps, because baby steps are still steps to your goal. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell y'all. So like I said in the beginning, I was an entrepreneur. I also working full time, going to school full time, and just taking care of like my family and just, just regular family things, you know what I'm saying? But not checking in with myself. I was so focused on my goals, other people, and not tuning into what I needed. And it was a crash, y'all. It was so bad. I ended up, I think I'm still kind of in that state where I haven't really been able to go back to my business because I feel like I wasn't doing it for fun anymore. I love my business so much, but I feel like I got to a point where it wasn't fun, and I just felt like I didn't want to do it no more. I was just like, this is not for me right now. Even though I got my license and everything for it, I'm just at a point in my life where I want to find a hobby that is fun, that I can just sit and talk. And I feel like that's why I turned to podcasting, becoming a podcaster. I feel like I can do this for fun. Like, this is something that I can talk to other people and just reach out to other people, because y'all don't have no friends either. I don't have nobody to talk to, really. I have a couple friends, but if I feel like if I could talk to you guys and just chit chat with you guys about real things that I'm dealing with, y'all will resonate, y'all will let me know, and we can just go from there and be best friends from there. But so neglecting that self-care and just not resting, I feel like that ultimately led to my demise of my business. Because on the extra days that I didn't have work, I was lashing, I was doing nails, I was doing, other things, I was doing schoolwork, I was doing all that, and it ultimately led to like the decline of my grades and the decline of not being in my business anymore, and I think I'm taking a break right now. I'm not going to say that I'm fully done with it, but I think right now I just need a break to relax and just, especially in the new year, I just want to really find out who I am, especially as a 20-year-old in school to become a veterinarian. I want to really sit down with myself and find out who I am and really cater to myself in a way that I know that what type of self-care do I like? What type of self-care do I enjoy doing? You know what I'm saying? So the first tip that I have would be set boundaries with your energy. Like, really think about what you are giving energy out to and who you're giving it to. You know what I'm saying? So like, watch out with where you're putting your energy. It could be literally sucking you dry. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your purpose. It's better to guard your energy like it's your glow, y'all. Literally guard your energy like no other. Your energy really like matters. Like it really does matter. Your energy is so important. You know, I feel like a lot of times we don't think that this certain person isn't draining our energy, but it is. Or the certain activity that we're doing is draining our energy and we don't know. Like being on your phone, y'all. This is something I struggle with, y'all. Being on your phone so much or throughout the day or bed rotting, that's sucking the energy out of you literally, because your brain is like not resting. You think you're resting by bed rotting, by doing that, y'all, but you really aren't. Like you're doing the opposite actually, because your brain is so overstimulated, you know? Put your energy into something else. Put your energy in reading, writing, walking outside, talking to positive people. That can really change how much energy you have inside, you know, so you're not so burnt out by the middle of the day at like 2-3 o'clock p.m. You know what I'm saying? So the next tip I have, and that kind of goes into my next tip, the next tip I have is build a daily reset ritual or like gratitude thing. So that could be like stretching, Pilates, you know, unplugging from your phone, like I said, for like 10 minutes before bed or whatever the case is, y'all. I feel like it's so good to really check in with yourself, because we live in such a digital age. We don't know that we're not resetting, that we think we might be resetting for the day or whatever, you know, the case is, but we're not, because our brain is always moving. We're always doing something, especially with the girls that are chasing, you know, their dreams, you know, like we're constantly on the move. We're constantly working. We're constantly doing something and not giving ourselves that break that we need. But like recently I have been trying to have a gratitude journal, where I am, you know, writing down what I'm grateful for, really resetting, you know, for the day or before I go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like really sitting down with myself and being grateful for the things that I have, and just really touching grass, you know, like really touch grass, because social media is so like just consuming. So when you are consumed with social media and chasing your goals and whatever the case is, you really can get out of touch with reality, I feel. So I think it's better to really like be in tune with yourself and find out what it is that you're grateful for, what it is that you want more out of life. You know, sit down with yourself and just give yourself that reset. Give yourself that time to wind down, even if it is for 10 to 30 minutes. You know, just because y'all, we have 24 hours in a day, and I feel like 24 hours does go by so fast, but we can also use like the resources in that 24 hours to do something with it, you know, like even if it is for 10 minutes, you know, I think it can go a long way. And I don't think that's what I was doing, obviously, but when I do go back into, you know, my entrepreneurial self, I am going to start implementing those things, because I need a reset. I need to take time to slow down and prioritize myself, because you know what, the clients will be there, the money will be there, the goal will be there. As long as I'm moving, the goal will be there. My third tip would be to schedule your self-care like activities like it's a meeting. Like put it on a planner, put it on your phone, put it on your Google Calendar, girl. Do whatever you need to do to make it a non-negotiable, y'all. Speaking of, I actually got a planner for this year, because I did want to start scheduling out my day, you know, scheduling out weeks in advance, and because I am starting school again and everything, I want to make sure that I'm on top of everything with my self-care, my you know, not my business, but in case that I do end up doing it within the next couple months, then yeah, my business, you know, and putting down that my self-care, non-negotiable, that I need to be doing my self-care regardless. Like really just taking time to yourself, y'all, because if you don't treat it like a non-negotiable, you won't do it. Or if you don't put it in your planner, I feel like for me, if I don't put it in my planner, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be an important to do. Like I have a whole bunch of stuff in my to do that I've been getting ready. Like y'all, I'm pre-recording y'all, because I'm really about this podcast stuff. Like I really want to be in my podcast era, basically. So I do recommend putting a sticky note somewhere. If you don't have a planner, Google Notes, whatever the case is, put in your notes, put it in a sticky note, put it on your hand, write it on your hand, something that you need to do every single day to just check in with yourself and to reset for that day. On to my fourth tip. My fourth tip would be to celebrate progress and not perfection, y'all. I feel like a lot of us goal getters, or whatever, we tend to get down on ourselves on the progress when we should love the progress. We should love the process. We should love every minute of it because we need to. Because it's going to take a lot of progressing and processing to get to our goal, and we should celebrate those small wins, whether it be, starting a podcast and I reach 500 listeners, whatever the case is, and whoever this reaches, I'm going to be proud of myself, because the goal is to, my goal for this podcast is to, reach, other women and to really speak with them. But I'm a small podcaster and I'm going to take it little by little. I'm going to take it day by day. So if I don't see immediate progress, that's okay. I'm going to celebrate the win that it is for this podcast. And you should do, whether it be for your fitness, girl. Like if you have a goal for fitness, celebrate the win of like at least going 2 times that week, 1 time that week. At least you didn't not go at all that week, girl. Or whether it be like your calories or your academics, whatever it may be proud of that small win. Really take the time to know that it's okay to make baby steps. Like I keep saying, it's okay for the baby steps. You're still moving forward. So that's all that matters. You're still going in the right direction. You still have your head straight. And I think a lot of times too, it comes down to like us seeing other people our age and feeling like we're behind, y'all. I feel like that all the time, but I know that our path is so much more than what their path is. They have different circumstances. We have different circumstances. So we cannot sit up here and be like, oh, I'm so behind, or they have it so much better than me, whatever the case is. Because it's not like that, girl. Like you have your own path. I have my own path, and we're on that path right now. We're on that progress right now, and that we just need to take it day by day, y'all. Like, cause it's literally gonna take day by day. So let's not burn ourselves out before we even get to the finish line, right? The last thing, my 5th and final tip, will be to keep your environment inspiring, y'all. So I've been trying to work on my space, especially like because it's gonna be like my little podcast space. I want to put my vision board, because I've made a vision board with my girlfriends, and it was so cute. It turned out really nice. And I want to put it like right here, because I smacked down like about my academic. I forgot to put my podcast stuff on there, but I'm probably going to put it right next to it, y'all. But I do want to make sure my environment is inspiring and it keeps me going, and it shows me that is the goal. And no matter what, I'm going to reach that goal. And even if I take a small detour, that goal is still going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? Like that goal is still going to be that goal, and I'm gonna do whatever to get to that goal, but I'm also gonna put myself first, y'all. Like we gotta let's be realistic as well. Let's not burn ourselves out before we get there, y'all. So like for me too, I really love the color pink. You know what I'm saying? I really love to see pink. I think pink makes me happy. I want to decorate my place, my whole little desk area pink, because pink, I associate it with happiness, with love, with whatever self-care, y'all. Like self-care, that's the so I feel like I'll be more inclined to really take this initiative to sit down and write my gratitude, read a book right here, do what I can, or whatever the case is, to have an inspiring environment, basically. Whatever your aesthetic may be, it could be gold, it could be blue, it could be, and twisting it into whatever inspires you, and just putting like, y'all, I want to buy a whole bunch of little veterinarian stuff, y'all. I'm so excited because I do plan on talking about that later in my podcast. But that is all for today's episode. I do want you guys to remember that the goal is so much sweeter when you feel good building it, growing with it, going to it. You deserve to glow and grow. So make sure to just be taking care of yourself while you're growing to your goal. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I so appreciate you guys. Please let me know what your favorite part of the video is, what you plan on doing in 2025 to start prioritizing that self-care down below. I would love to hear what you guys plan on doing. I might even say what I plan on doing. I know I kind of mentioned it today, but just let me know down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to join the fam, the community, y'all, because I do want to build a very wealthy and beauty and pretty and purpose community, y'all. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at pretty and purpose pod. TikTok is in progress right now, y'all, so just be on the lookout. I might even just link in the description down below, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.